guys, it's me, Allie, and today I'm going to be talking about how to get a better selfie when you're in full-on sun, because a lot of times I know we want to you want to get a selfie, you want to get a good shot, but the sun is bright, and don't be thinking the sun is bright and that's your friend, because it's not your friend. It makes some of the worst photographs you can imagine, but you can get creative. So we're going to go over a few ways that you can do that. When you're dealing with super harsh sun, the way you know it is by how crisp the lines are of the shadows. So if you look behind me, you can see that I am getting some pretty crisp lines on the deck from my cafe table. I can put those lines on my face. Okay, so I'm gonna try this. The sun hurts your eyes, so really to make this successful, I'm gonna get under my cafe table, but I'm not gonna look right at the sun, because that'll really hurt, but I can still get some cool shadows. And I'm gonna use my phone to take my shot. A few little tips. Put your phone on a 2-second delay so you can kind of see what's happening with the light. In this case, I chose to light my face a little bit from the side so that I wasn't staring directly into the sun. So that's one thing you could do, is you can create some really cool patterns on your face and use that harsh sun to give you the light patterns you want. One thing I forgot was using sunglasses when shooting in harsh sun. It'll allow you at least to get your face in the right direction. But notice, sunglasses don't save me from ugly ass shadows. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna reshoot myself under the table. So here I am trying to shoot with crappy light, and I keep getting clouds, which is better light, easier to shoot with. But some little tip I want to tell you about is when you're trying to shoot with anything between you and the sun, or you and a strobe, or you and a light source, if you can't see the light source through what you're trying to use to texture, it's not gonna work. Oh, I got the sun back, let's try this again. A little video just showing, like, you set it up, you kind of find the light. So what I don't like here is the shadow from the edge of the table, so I definitely need to get my face as close to the grid as I can. And the sun is going behind a cloud, and I lost everything. See, no more grid. That's the importance of hard light. So I'm gonna wait a few minutes. But what else can you do? You can make shade with something pretty. Today, there's a lot of light bouncing around, so this will give me a really nice look for a self-portrait. So I kind of went right into the flowers, because by going right into the flowers, I bring myself into that scene, and I've got all the glowy light. So it's a great way to get a quick selfie. Find something that you can use to really create a pattern. And it can give you, and if you're in the shade, you're gonna get a lot better light pattern. But one of the things you wanna think about is, even though I'm in the shade, I want my eyes to go up. So I brought my face up, and the reason I do that, and with the phone, everybody knows you want the upper angle, but with the phone, what I'm doing is I'm bringing my face up to the light. Then my eyes are gonna fill with light, and that's gonna make a huge difference in the quality. Okay, so what else can you do when you're in this full, bright sun? Backlight yourself, and that's gonna give a nice, even exposure. The problem with backlighting with a phone is that it's probably going to make your face dark. So you're going to have to figure out how to increase the exposure on your face. Some cameras have different ways of doing that, and you might have to do it in your editing tool. Just brighten your face up afterwards, but you will get a pretty even glow on your face. Okay, so I've done something that, if you can find this, it will give you the most beautiful light of all. And I'm backlit, so you can see how the light's hitting the back of my head, but in front of me, is my deck, and my deck is a light colored deck. So what's happening is all this full sun is bouncing onto the deck and lighting my face. So I'm gonna be getting the best of both worlds. You can look for this in cities, you can look for this in parks, you find a piece of concrete, you find a piece of sidewalk, you let that light you, but you put the sun behind you, and you'll get beautiful light. So that's it. That's 3 ways that you can use bright, harsh sun and your cell phone to take some better photos than what most people put out, which is harsh shadows raking across the face, dark eye sockets, unattractive. They may have a nice expression, they may capture a wonderful moment, but they're not lit well. So you can do a few simple things by thinking about it. So one is look for some sort of repeating pattern in the shade lines, and create something cool and artsy with that. You can use branches, you can use like my cafe table, you can use deck bars, all kinds of things. Then the second thing is find some shade and shoot in the shade, because there's so much light bouncing around, it'll work. The other thing is backlight yourself, and if possible, backlight yourself with something bright and light in front of you. That's the best of both worlds. You're gonna get a gorgeous, even expression on your face, which is the lighting I'm using right now while I'm shooting this. And you won't have the harsh shadows raking across your skin. So, I hope this is helpful. If you have anything you wanna say, please put it in a comment. If you've enjoyed this video, please give it a like, subscribe, and I'll see you in 2 weeks.